Good morning and happy Wednesday. I hope your morning has started off just beautiful. Mine, uneventful, as like my entire life is right now. Probably yours the same. So it is going up to 78 degrees today, which makes me happy because I'm not into this cold weather, just not. So, excuse me, I don't know what it is right now, but I have opened my bedroom windows this morning. It is a little chilly. Let me see what it is right now. It's like 9:30 and it's 64. So again, a little chilly for me. But since it's going to 78, I'm going to open the windows downstairs too. Forgive this, I have not gotten my shower, done anything yet. I literally just crawled out of bed and threw some just jammies on, and that's the way I've been staying. I work tonight, so I'm working 5:30 to 10 this evening. And some of you are probably thinking to yourselves, why at age almost 51 in a few weeks are you enjoying being like away from my husband at night, when I don't have kids to worry about? Hold on, I'm gonna sit up on the bed. Oh, my schedule's all over the place with Target. Some days I work days, sometimes I work nights. But I've noticed something. My children have always called Mike and I stage 4 clingers. Stage 5 clingers? Stage 5 clingers? I forget what she called us. I think it's stage 5 clingers. And she's right. Mike and I are very clingy with each other. We're always together. Like, we do everything together. It's not often that we do things separately. I mean, our hobbies, places we like to go have always been the same. So what I've discovered with this being separated at nights every once in a while, because like when I work till 10 and I close the store, Mike's in bed for a few hours till I get home. So yesterday I worked 2 to 10. So I didn't see him at all. He left for work at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was obviously still sleeping, and then I left for work at 1:30. He doesn't get home till 3:30. I came home at 10:30. He's in bed. So I didn't see him at all yesterday. But we talk on the phone. You know, he calls me at his lunch, and then I called him at my lunch, which was like 7 o'clock last night. We appreciate each other even more. Plus it gives us, like, I've always had my share of alone time because I have been home during the day while he's working. I haven't had a full-time Monday through Friday job since we lived in Florida. And then before that, obviously, was with AAA up here in Pennsylvania as well. So I have had my times of working full-time day work, and then we do have every night together. When we raised our children, we never put them in daycare, so we always flip-flopped our schedules that way too. But now that we're older and we don't have the kids, the time that we're separated in the evening, which again isn't every night because I'm not working every single night. I'm only part-time. It gives him time to do things that he wants to do. If he wants to work on a car, right now he's in the middle of making my floating shelves for down in the dining area. So we went to a sawmill and bought a beautiful piece of poplar wood. He cut it, and now they're stained, so we're just waiting for the stain to dry, and then he's going to hang them for me. So we are appreciating the time apart as well, if that makes sense. I took, 10 minutes to tell you that? How sad. So anyway, I'm working 5:30 to 10 tonight, so I leave here at 5. He gets home at 3:30, so we're still able to have dinner together this evening. So I've just been looking through some of my cookbooks that I never take the time to pull out. I don't know why, but I finally did. So I'll go down and show you then what I'm going to make for dinner. So right now, I think I'm going to finally get my shower and put some clothes on. I'm not going to get dressed for work quite yet, so I don't splatter myself up while I'm cooking. So let's hop in the shower. Well, let's just me hop in the shower. Okay, be right back. And maybe we'll give this a whirl. Can't hurt. Well, that definitely smells like pineapple. Yeah. Okay, 20 minutes, then we peel it off. Wonder what kind of miracle I'm gonna get out of this. We drink a lot of iced tea in this house. So, how do I make my iced tea? This is I don't know how big of a, oh, let me try to look on the bottom to see if it says how much this holds. 1.5 quarts. So I'm using a 1.5 quart saucepan, and I have 1/3 of a cup of sugar and 1 gallon size Lipton tea bag, and that's what I use to make a gallon of iced tea. And I just do it the old-fashioned way. I put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, and as soon as it boils, I just turn it off and I let it sit until it's completely cool. Add it to my gallon-sized pitcher and fill it the rest of the way with water. Okay, it's been 20 minutes. Let's see if we can peel this off. Ugh. Oh my, such pulling of the eye skin. Oh, I guess I got it too close to my eyes, huh? All right, gonna take some warm water over the little pieces that are left, and I guess I'm fully hydrated and beautiful again. All right, I think I got it all. Not doing the hair and makeup till later on, closer to when I leave for work. So, all right, now we gotta do some adult stuff. Let's empty garbage cans, start laundry. Just a typical day. So here are my shelves that Mike is working on for me. I think he's done the staining process. I'm not sure if he's putting a thin coat of polyurethane on them or not, but oh, they turned out absolutely beautiful. He is so handy. Have y'all tried these yet? This is the blood orange flavor. Oh, they are so good. So I think I'm going to pour me a nice glass of this, and then we're going to get started on prepping dinner. Oh, and these make a margarita base and then add this for a sparkling blood orange margarita. Oh, that is bomb diggity, let me tell you. Wow. Okay, so this is the cookbook that I dug out. Complete Cooking for Two cookbook. I bought it on Amazon quite a few years ago, and it's pretty big, and they have it broken down into sections. Oh, I just lost my page. But they have it broken down into sections based on meat types or what part of the meal you're making. So you can see there's soups and chowders, stews, curries, chilies, side dishes, salads, quick breads, desserts, a little bit of everything. And then it's not just recipes. Like they'll give you tips. Like here's a tip on how to crumble ground turkey. Here's an article on the importance of rinsing beans. So again, not just recipes. So I came across this recipe, which is what I'm going to make tonight. Hopefully you guys are seeing this because I got you up on a tripod and I can't see in my viewfinder because you're up in the air too far. Excuse me. Anyway, I'm making sauteed pork cutlets with a mustard cider sauce. Only difference is I'm not using pork cutlets. I'm going to be using pork chops. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing I'm doing is just seasoning the pork with salt and pepper. And then it also says to season them with a little bit of sugar. And we're just going to set those aside at the moment. I bought some fresh green and yellow beans at the farmer's market on Friday. So I did clean my sink out really good. So I have some bean snipping and washing to do. And then we're going to have fresh green and yellow beans for dinner tonight as well. Beans are snipped and washed, and I think I'm only going to make half of them for dinner tonight, and we're going to freeze the other half. Boy, that sun is really making a weird shadow, isn't it? Well, I have about an hour until I have to actually turn the burners on the stove. So I think I'm going to watch a little YouTube. All right, Mike just texted that he's on his way. So we are going to get dinner started. These beans are going to take longer to cook than the pork, believe it or not. When they're fresh like that, they just take forever. So I'm going to start those on high. And then I'm going to start assembling some salads for us. Okay, the salads are in the fridge till it's time to eat. So now I'm going to start on these pork chops. So the first thing it says to do is to heat the oil, which I just have like a tablespoon of olive oil in here, on medium-high heat just until it starts to smoke. While I'm waiting, I think Amazon was here. Oh, they were, and oh, my mom is blowing over. Well, goodness gracious. Oh, it's nothing exciting. Car cleaning stuff that Mike ordered. Yay. Alright. Back to the pork. My oil is still not smoking, but it should be any time. In the meantime, beans are boiling. Okay, I'm just starting to see a little bit of smoke coming off the oil. So now I'm going to add a half a tablespoon of butter and let that melt. And as soon as it melts, we're going to put the pork in and we're going to let it cook for 2 minutes on each side. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, I've browned the pork chops on both sides. I actually cooked these a little longer than what the recipe said. Again, the recipe was calling for pork cutlets, which are going to be cut a lot smaller. So these chops need to be pretty much done when you start making the rest of the sauce. So I'm going to put them aside and cover them with foil. And then this is the only substitution I'm making that called for a shallot. I didn't have a shallot. I wasn't running to the store for one item. So I just chopped up a little bit of onion. So I'm going to put that in there just with what was in the pan, which was the oil, the butter, and what little bit of pork fat was rendered. And I'm going to cook that for about 2 minutes. Alright, so now I've combined a 1/4 cup of apple cider and a 1/4 cup of chicken broth. I'm going to add that in, as well as some sage. And we're just going to whisk this around and loosen up any browned bits that are attached to the bottom. And we're going to let this cook for about 2 to 3 minutes or until it thickens a bit. And if you hear that noise in the background, Michael's home, and he's getting ice. And he's waiting on his dinner. Okay, so now I'm going to put the pork chops back in and let them hang out until my beans are done, which won't be too much longer. And I'm not done with this sauce yet. I actually have to take the pork chops back out and add a couple more ingredients before it's time to eat. So again, we're just going to let them hang out for a little bit until my beans are ready. Look, look, look! He put my shelves up! Now I get to decorate them. He's so wonderful. Okay, so I apologize, the noisy fan is on right now, but it clicked on automatically. So now I'm going to take the pork chops back out. We're going to turn off the heat. And then we're going to add another 1/2 tablespoon of butter. As well as, hold on, I forgot my spoon. 2 teaspoons of whole grain mustard. And this actually is imported from Ireland. It has Irish whiskey in it. So that'll taste pretty good. So we're just going to stir that around. And then we are going to pour this over top of the pork chops. All right, dinner's ready. Let's see how Mike likes it. All right, speak up. No one can ever hear you.
Extreme close-up.
So I can hear you. So what do you think of the pork chops?
They're very good. Keep them.
Keep them. Okay, we'll keep them. It's a keeper. You heard him. All right, time to get ready for work. Whoa, whoa. Okay, ready with 20 minutes to spare. So I think we'll go down and decorate the shelves. Well, this is what I had left to work with. I think I need to pick up something else for fall for on this shelf. I'm not happy with just that little globe there. The kids' pictures, of course, are there. And then this one isn't too bad, you know, for fall. Yeah, I think I need to have something else up here, something with a little height too. That'll be tomorrow's project.